Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Let's see if anyone jumps on. We just got home from the pool, so it's been it's been a nice day because Mike finally made it home. He was supposed to come home last night, and the weather was not so good in Las Vegas, and he couldn't get out. So he got home this morning. He's a tired daddy, but we've had a nice day. Okay, let's see if anyone jumps on. So, welcome. If you are new, I dropped new in the comments. I want to welcome you. If you do not follow me already, please follow me. We have all kinds of good stuff going on here. And if you don't follow my YouTube page, just go over there. I try to upload stuff. I'm working on it. I'm way behind, but I'm working on it, okay? And yay. And if you wouldn't mind dropping share, I'd super appreciate it. So this is a good one. So if you're here today, I hope you stay around because, wow. All right. So I want to ask you this question. When you clean, okay, do you first clean your house and pretend the closets don't exist? Or do you go in and you clean out all the closets first and then clean your house? So me, normally, I just clean my house. I ignore the closets. I ignore them at all cost. And what happens is you end up with closets like I have now. Now, here's the thing. So when I was nesting, before Presley was born, I was on a mission to organize all the closets, get everything clean, super nesting crazy, got rid of 11 bags out of my closet. Yeah, 11 bags of stuff. That's what happens when you used to be fat and you're not fat anymore. Thank you, Plexus. No more. Thank you, gut health. That's a bigger thing. But anyway, sidetrack. Get it together, Tara. I organized the hall closets. I organized all our downstairs closets. I was organizing the junk drawer in the kitchen. I was organizing everything. My desk. If my husband would have let me, I would organize his office, and God forbid it needs some help. But I was on a roll, right? All the baby stuff was organized, everything. The only thing, the kids' playroom in the basement, the thing that did not ever get organized was our storage room in the basement, which about, I don't know, not even half of our basement is finished, and then the rest is storage. So it's a large space down there. We even went on to do the garage and clean the garage, and it never got finished. And we paid the price because of this. So what happened is then we were maintaining, right? Everything was clean, baby came, we were maintaining, and my mom was helping maintain. So when you have 5 people in your house, and I know some of my friends, you guys have 6, 7, 8, 12, 5 is a lot for me. We have so many dishes and laundry as it is, just us, all right? And especially any of you guys that are working out and changing your clothes many times a day, I swear, or with kids and spilling stuff on yourself. I think I have something spilled on me right now. We're changing our clothes all the time, and babies, God forbid, how much laundry do we do, right? So it's all piles up. And so just to maintain that surface takes a lot of energy. Well, something happened yesterday, and it was a really big deal, and that's actually why I'm doing this live, because it's a major aha moment for me, and I'm hoping that it makes a huge difference, and I'm hoping that you follow my journey this week, because it's going to be huge, and I'm hoping that if some of you get this, that maybe you'll try it too. So, I sat on this. I was paying our bills, yesterday was mostly a payday, and for both my husband and I. And I was going through all the other expenses that we have for this month and looking at when our other money comes in and allocating stuff. And we're at a point where both of us, we're at a point where we really would like to pay off our debts, okay? We feel like the debt is, there's a reason it's called debt. There's debtor's prison, and it's what confines us and holds us in place. And that we would like to shed that and break those walls down so that we have freedom to create other things in our life and be able to give more to other places. Now, our house is the biggest clutter ever. And I don't function well that way. So I like really clean, really organized, really pretty things. I work best because I'm visual and I create visual. I know I've talked a lot about this in my life. I like things to be pretty and I like them to draw me in. Well, what happens is our kids have a ton of toys. And I know any of you that have kids, all those little teeny things, and I know you know what I'm talking about, they're everywhere. Like everywhere. I don't care how many containers or boxes or things I put all those little things in, there's more little things and there's little things all over. And my kids like to keep everything, no matter what. If I'm going to throw something out, I like have to hide it and stash it and like dig it. I know some of you have to do this, like hide it in the garbage. So if they open the garbage, they're not going to see it. Yeah, that's my kids. Okay. If they go to throw something out and they see their toy in there or something, even if it's broken, it's not good. So we have all this stuff and I like pretty. So I like decorations and I like stuff, but I don't like lots of it. I don't like to collect things. But I have a son and I have a husband who love to collect things, okay? They love it. So those of you who don't know that that's very, very hard for us when we want to just get rid of everything. So as I'm paying these bills and I'm allocating the money, and that was kind of a long story to talk about that, I sat and I literally just sat there and asked the universe, how can I start to release some of this stuff, send it on to be in service to other people that can have better use of it than we do, because I promise you, I don't need my 0 to 6 month old baby clothes anymore, the 18-month-old boy clothes anymore. And yes, my family's in California, but I can't, that's not easy. Do I have food on my hair? Oh no, that's on my, see, I have food on my camera and it looks like, are you there? Okay, phone call. All right, so, reset. Total train of thought. Yeah, like super ADD right now. What was I saying? Oh, so I asked the universe, what can I do to start clearing some of this stuff out? And I sat on it. And in the past 3 days, I have been shown in 3 different areas that just popped up that I needed to remove the clutter. Well, when you're talking about living in a house that is 4,000 square feet, okay, we have a big house. We are very blessed. We have a beautiful house that we built, and it's filled with clutter. I can't put stuff away because the closets are a mess. Now, I did get those closets organized, but what happened is then the kids and I and my husband kept pulling stuff out, right? Just because they were organized didn't mean I got rid of enough stuff. And I kept pulling it out. And now it's everywhere. And now I can't contain it anymore. So what's my way of handling it? Taking it and putting it back in the closet. Now think about this with you. Do you deal with superficial things in your life? The things that are bothering you? Maybe your skin issue, maybe a weight issue, maybe a family issue, maybe a coworker issue, maybe your friends' issues. Maybe that there's something going on with them and you're involved in their stuff. Or stuff that doesn't even have to do with you, TV drama, or you are into whatever's going on in the media and extending your energy in that way. Do you focus on the outside, on those simple issues? My husband and I had a talk about this, and he was talking about something silly. I know he talked about the paper towel thing a long time ago, but like a paper towel being left, and I said, it's not that. It's the core. It's the inside. It's the closet, right? So if we clean out our closet, not just organize it, if we get in there and we clean it out, and your closet may be really messy, then when we go to do the outside stuff, it kind of all falls into place, because once you do that big, deep work in yourself, I promise you, you will not take a piece of crap and put it back in, will you? Just think about this for a second. I have goosebumps. Just think about this for a second. Once you dig deep and you go to the root cause of whatever it is you are dealing with, and seriously, guys, it can be a weight issue. It could be like a anxiety, depression. whatever it is, if you stop putting Band-Aids on and focusing on cleaning the outside and making it look good, and you went in and you cleaned out your closet, what would happen? Okay. Now this is on a spiritual, like emotional level, but this is also like with your guts and everything. Okay. Like you can just keep putting stuff on a zit over and over and over. But if you don't go in and clean out that gut of what's causing that issue in the first place and kill that yuck, you're going to keep having that issue. So this goes with physical stuff as well as our mental and emotional balance, spiritual connection, everything. If you clean out your closet, the rest is going to fall into place, which makes me ask you again, do you just clean your house or do you clean the closet first? So when I asked the question to the universe, literally, I got a book fell in my lap, the, what's it called? The tidying up, the secret way of tidying, Japanese way of tidying up or something like that. I'm saying it wrong, but that's the book. And then I had read something else about decluttering and get rid of the clutter, clear the clutter. And I'm like, okay, so where do I start? I'm thinking about my son's room. He's got like 3 sizes of clothes. I need to go through all of that. My other son's room, he's got 2 sizes of clothes. I need to go through that, and Legos everywhere. The baby's room, hers isn't that bad. My own closet, it's kind of stayed okay since the baby, but I still have a whole thing of maternity clothes. Gotta go. No more kids. I'm done. Where do I start? And all I was told is you have to start at the foundation. Now think about it. If you start at the foundation, if you start at the core and you do the work there, all right? So my husband and I are going to go into our basement, to the storage part of our basement. And guys, there are boxes in there. I'm gonna wrap my husband out right now. That are his, that have not been opened or touched since before we got married, 11 years ago, maybe. That had been in his storage space before that. So I don't even know how long he's opened that. They've been there. Do you think we need that stuff? No. They've moved across country and they've moved all over the place and they haven't been opened. Do we need it? So we are going to gut that basement. I told him half of it's going. If it doesn't fit on a shelf, it's gone. And I also said, I promise you, if we do that first, because in my eyes, I want to see the pretty, right? I want to go clean the counters and organize and I know if I do that, that's the biggest waste of my time. It was like when I posted this week when Presley dumped the food everywhere. And when my friends is like, that's why I do the yard, because it lasts a week. That's how it is. If I clean the surface of the counter, it's dirty in another minute. So is that the best use of my time if I really need to declutter? Probably not. So I'm going down to the root. I'm going to our basement. I am throwing it out. One pile is what we're keeping. One pile is going to the donate that we're going to give to other families that can use. We have all kinds of stuff. We have toys the kids have never played with that they can use. And then we are trash. And we got a ton of stuff we can throw out. Those 3 piles. And my husband is not the best organizer. So I said, I will make the 3 piles. Then when he has time, because having the baby, it's really hard. We don't have anyone to hold her or do anything, and she will stay in the walkie bouncy thing for 10 minutes. So I'll go and I'll separate it. And then if he can take the stuff and chuck it and take the stuff out and donate it, and I will then piece all the stuff onto the shelves. And that thing will be clear. And I'm going to post a before picture because I told him this, and I want you to think about this too. Once that's clean, and we move up to the next level of our house, to the first floor, don't you think there's no way in heck I'm gonna go put more crap down in my basement? Nope. It's gonna be really, really easy to let that stuff go, guys. And that comes back to us. It's the same way. Once we clear out us, once we clear out that junk, once we clear out that nonsense that we're holding onto from our past, our old family projects, stuff we're holding on, stuff we're projecting onto each other, that junk we identify in judgments we are holding onto in us, once we clear that out, don't you think you're gonna be a little wiser and it's gonna be a lot harder to put it back in? Promise you, it is. So, this was a really long Facebook Live. I'm pretty winded on this, but I wanted to share because I'm going to take a before picture, and you guys, it's really bad, okay? Really bad. But once it's gone, I know that those layers are going to unveil. So by the time I get up here, I'm going to be able to get rid of everything because I don't need it anymore. Stuff is stuff and I don't need stuff. I need clarity. I need pretty. I need clean. I need space to create. And I want all that stuff, the money flowing into me so that I can give and be in service to other people, not with stuff, right? So anyway, that's a long-winded talk about whether you clean your house first or your closets first, and I hope that some of you will be inspired to go a little bit deeper and see what your surroundings represent in you. And if you're feeling overwhelmed and you feel like you can't contain or deal with what you're doing anymore, go inside. Because once you look inside and you start clearing this out, everything else falls away. And then you don't even need the material stuff because that is only a representation of the old stuff that you're holding on to that you do not need anymore. And we for sure do not need it to be hiding in our closet, right? If it's something we love and it's something we enjoy, let's keep it out in the open and enjoy it. Otherwise, let's give it to someone else to enjoy. All right, guys, I hope you have an amazing weekend. Look out for my pictures. They're coming. Please don't be too judgmental. It's bad. When I'm telling you it's bad, it's a lot of stuff. So wish me luck. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye.